Hello everyone and welcome to a new lesson with Miss Rafa. Today we're going to start with review 4, units 10 to 12. We're going to focus on grammar and vocabulary. So open your book to page 100 and let's get started together. Question 1. Choose the best verbs in these sentences. Sometimes both are possible. The Channel Tunnel, which links Britain and France, is over 50 kilometers long and was completed in 1994. طالما حددنا الزمن معناها بنستخدم ماضي بسيط بالمبني للمجهول. There are actually two main tunnels, one from France to Britain and the other from Britain to France. Previous plans to build a tunnel had been rejected because of the high cost and because the people were worried about fires in the tunnel. عم نحكي عن الماضي فبنستخدم ماضي تام بالمبني للمجهول. To reduce people's worries about safety, a third tunnel had to be built as an escape tunnel in case of fire. نستخدم المبني للمجهول had to زائد be زائد فعل بالتصريف الثالث. For many years, motorists. هون بنقدر نستخدم الإجابتين، التنتين صحيحات. Both are correct. Had been looking forward to driving between Britain and the mainland of Europe. طبعا بنقدر نقول إنه هن اتطلعوا أو كانوا عم يتطلعوا. Both are correct. However, they hadn't thought they would have to put their cars on trains to drive through the tunnel. هنن ما خطرت لهم الفكرة أصلا. Question 2. Copy and complete these sentences using the correct form of the verbs in brackets. Choose the best tense and decide whether to use the active or the passive form. Burj Al Arab, which is one of the most expensive hotels in the world, stands in the sea off the coast of Dubai. Before it could be built, engineers had to make an artificial island. In order to do this, land had to be reclaimed from the sea. The Panama Canal, which joins the Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans, opened to shipping in 1914. Before this, ships had to go round the bottom of South America to get from one ocean to the other. This was one of the greatest and most difficult engineering jobs that had ever been attempted. 5,600 workers died between 1904 and 1914, while the canal was being constructed. There had been an earlier attempt to build a canal in 1880, but it couldn't be finished because so many construction workers died of disease. Question 3. Rewrite the following as single sentences using a verb in the ing form. In his first marathon, Hani did very well. He finished in 20th place. In his first marathon, Hani did very well, finishing in 20th place. لاحظوا اني بشيل النقطة وبربط الجملتين مع بعض باني شيل الفاعل وضيف ing للفعل. He took 3 hours to complete the race. When he finished the race, he broke his own previous record by 6 minutes. He took 3 hours to complete the race. Breaking ما في داعي للجملة اللي بالوسط لأن عم تكرر اللي صار بالأول. Breaking his own previous record by 6 minutes. Before the event, he had trained hard and often ran for 5 hours a day. Before the event, he had trained hard, often running for 5 hours a day. Hani is a postgraduate student at the University of Damascus, who is studying law. Hani is a postgraduate student at the University of Damascus, studying law. Hani agreed to run the marathon in December. He told his friends he wanted to collect money for a children's charity. Hani agreed to run the marathon in December, telling his friends he wanted to collect money for a children's charity. Hani succeeded in doing this. He collected over 200,000 Syrian pounds. Hani succeeded in doing this, collecting over 200,000 Syrian pounds. Question 4. Choose the correct form of words from the lists to complete these texts. There is one word in each list that you don't need to use. Aspiring, exceptional, exhaustion, support, prestigious, rivals, astonished, outstanding, popular, talent, theory. Let's start. Ahmed had completed in 6 prestigious cycling competitions before, but this is the first time he had dominated the race. When he crossed the finish line beating all his rivals, he knew it was the start of an exceptional career. Whenever he participated, Ahmed risked injury and exhaustion, but his competitive nature helped him to succeed. He's an example to aspiring cyclists around the world. Two, my younger sister has always had a talent for music. She started piano lessons at the age of 3, and her teacher was astonished by how quickly she learned to play well. She is the most outstanding pupil I have ever taught, she said. As well as playing the piano brilliantly, she also understands the theory of music. Question 5. Complete these sentences with a word derived from the word in brackets. My father is one of the most skillful drivers I know. عندنا هون صيغة تفضيل دائما بستخدمها مع الصفة. Traditional music has lost some of its popularity among young people. Its هو ضمير صفة ملكية بيحتاج لاسم بعده يدل على ملكيته. Samer was a very talented jazz trumpet player. بعد الصفة وقبل الاسم بنختار صفة. He has an amazing ability بعد الصفة بيجي اسم to multiply large numbers in his head. لاحظوا اني بقول in his head. Wherever I go on holiday, I like to visit places of historical interest. قبل الاسم بيجي صفة. I'd like to be an archaeologist. طبعا بعد an لازم يجي اسم. When I leave university. Question 6. Choose the correct word or phrase in these sentences. The price of DVD players came down by 50% last year. لما بيكون قصدنا انخفض فبنختار came down. If you're good at mental arithmetic, it means you can do calculations in your head very quickly. After the storm, there were a lot of frightened children and animals. I've lost my glasses. Let me know if you come across them. Over 1,000 people sent in correct answers to the competition. A computer picked the names of the 3 winners at random. My sister and I look very alike. People often think I'm her. That's everything for today. Thanks for your time. See you next lesson, inshallah.